told you be ready. You always.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. To throw is gone. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
They all came together there in breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, muddy throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
From the 44, Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here in the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Back to the running game with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Tua now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Dolphins at 4-3, a game over 500. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the... And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that is incomplete. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders on the Dolphin field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. He finds some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Goff. Buying time to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Touchdown! DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what the big tight end Mike Gesicki and the rest of the offense has in store. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. On second down, this is Edmonds. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. second down. Tua toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's checking out. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. Khalif Raymond now. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Swift split carries down the middle with Jamal Williams in 2021, but he's one of Detroit's busiest players in the passing game. He caught 62 passes, 2nd on the team, and 4th among NFL running backs. His showing could convince the Lions to make him their RB1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Sharp's got it, left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him think, yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now Goff on 1st down. It's caught. Mitchell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Goff now to throw. Being chased out left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Goff. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, Goff departs, and Austin Seibert is out there for the Lions field goal now. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So that Charles had a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Going right back to Wilson. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, it's definitely going to draw a flag.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson from 6 yards away, as his guys have now moved out in front. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you got to figure a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, it's gone. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And maybe a little frustration from Goff as he'll turn and call a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To the air again, Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Forced out to it. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua sets up to pass it. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the 1st down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Oh, able to avoid him. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
On first down, Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first and 10, it's Swift. He's got room at the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Goff on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, here's Swift. And he shifts past him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the run. On second and goal, Goff. And he'll just get rid of it. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. James Mitchell with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they run to tackle him at about the 28. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
It looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the third quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better, and he's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a first down throw. Goff steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. But under pressure again, and down he goes again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Yeah, the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position?
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Will Harris. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff now looking to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's looking sharp here so far in the third quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. Came out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there. Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Throwing again is gone. Caught on the slant. And in for the Lions touchdown. Ross St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Back now at Ford Field.
It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2 now on first down. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on second down. Tua. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Dolphins offense returning to the field. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Will Harris. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Back to the running game with Swift. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He is going to find Hill here. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.